First things first, guys, this video is 100% not about trashing the premium travel credit cards here in 2025. There's been quite enough of that lately, but I still feel that the premium credit cards, they do have their place and they can still be an amazing tool for some folks. But what about value-focused travelers? I'm really digging the just give me the points philosophy right now, and I've been really focused on helping people build big league setups for very little cost. And in today's video, I'm going to show you 5 different setups that can get superior value for everything from domestic economy to grandma's house to international business class to Europe and everything in between. Sound good? Well, stick around to the end because the last few points will really tie up this strategy, and you might just see that you don't need to pay huge annual fees to live the travel experiences that you want. So let's get right into it. Here's what I mean about value-focused travelers and just give me the points. We're going to focus on the lowest cost to do everything that we want to do. For the initial setups, we're going to focus on transferable currencies because I think that's the best base to build out from. I also want to mention more than once that these setups will benefit from adding no annual fee, 5% cash back credit cards. And at the end of the video, I'm going to explain what we can do with that cash to make our travels that much better. If you are new here, I'm Luke. I talk about points, miles, cash back, and travel. If that's interesting, then consider becoming a subscriber. And of course, if you get any value from this particular video, slap that like button for me and the algorithm. First example we have is a great value setup. It's going to be from Citibank. And we're going to keep it simple. We're not even going to look at the Strata Elite. We're not going to waste our brain power on trying to make things work. We're looking for pure, easy to use value here. And throughout this video, don't look for perks, benefits, or credits that you might like, but you need to keep track of. We don't need those for a simple, just give me the points setup. So we are going to start this one with the Citi Strata Premier, which has long been a very underrated card, but in a strategy like this, it really does shine. The card does have a $95 annual fee, and we're going to consider that a tax to access the travel partners. First, let's talk about how this card earns and how we could, if it suited us, mitigate that annual fee. This card does earn Citi thank you points, and you'll earn at a decent clip. 3x on the most popular everyday categories of dining, groceries, and gas, to include EV charging. The card also earns 3x on airfare and other hotel purchases. Pretty good earner, right? You can earn 10 times on hotels, car rentals, and experiences if you want to use the Citi travel portal. Speaking of that portal, book a single hotel stay of at least $500 and you'll instantly get $100 back on that. Doing so will completely mitigate that annual fee, which is again the only annual fee in this setup. We can complement this card with the old classic no annual fee Citi Double Cash. That one earns 2x thank you points on anything and everything. Technically, it's 1x when you buy, 1x when you pay, but we're going to use the solid strategy of paying off our credit cards every month and never carrying a balance, right? Good. Citi also has another no-fee card in the Citi Custom Cash. This one earns 5x thank you points on your highest spending category, from a list, of course, up to $500 per billing cycle. This gives our earnings a small shot of adrenaline, and we'll finish up with a pro tip. Guys, you can have more than one Citi Custom Cash, so you can potentially earn 5x on more than one category every billing cycle. There are data points out there of folks using 4 Citi Custom Cash cards and really raking in those thank you points. Up next, guys, cue the bad guy music. Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is so slept on, it's crazy. I'm going to stop my rant before I even start it, but here's the play with Wells. You can do this with potentially no fees at all, and it's easy. Let's first get the autograph Visa signature. There might not be a more underrated card in the entire game, so listen to this. 3x on the following: dining, travel, gas and EV, transit, streaming, and cell phones. Guys, that is insane. And this card earns Wells Fargo travel points. We'll talk about the Wells Fargo transfer partners in another video very soon. This does have some benefits, but the only one I really want to mention is the cell phone protection. Do the math, 3x and protection on your $1,200 iPhone. And yeah, this one is $0. Wells Fargo Active Cash earns 2x on everything. Guys, this is a duo that is so overlooked, it might be criminal. Technically, the active cash earns cash back, but if you have a points earning card with Wells, you can convert that, and that, my friends, is amazing. A little extra note here. Wells also has a business Signify cash card that earns 2x on everything as well, if that makes more sense to you. There is also the option to add the Wells Fargo autograph Journey for only 95 bucks. The Journey earns 5x on hotels, 4x with airlines, 3x on dining, and other travel. Pretty intense, actually. Lots of travel protections that we're not going to talk about, and a $50 credit for airlines purchases. So potentially, and most likely, making this a $45 card for all intents and purposes. Wells can take you anywhere for very, very cheap setup fees. Now, everyone's favorite go-to is Chase. Yes, despite all the recent hoopla, Chase can still do it very, very cheaply, at least for now. Let's start this party with everyone's favorite first travel card, the Chase Sapphire Preferred. While this card will not earn great, it is needed for the transfer partners. 3x on dining and streaming, 2x on travel, and you can also get 5x in the Chase travel portal. There are some potential ways to redeem for a higher rate within the Chase portal still, but we're not going to get into that. The card has benefits like primary CDW, and it also has a $50 hotel credit, making this one potentially look more like a $45 card. You can pair this one with the Freedom cards. Freedom Flex is the 5x on rotating categories with a $1,500 quarterly cap, and the Freedom Unlimited can be a catch-all, albeit at only 1.5x, but it's on everything. Some extra notes here. You can have more than one Freedom Flex to get more 5x cap room, and Chase does have some great business ink cards that can be a really cheap way to earn ultimate rewards points. A lot of folks will consider Chase to have superior transfer partners as well, so that is a factor in the value here. Tough to come up with the value setup for American Express because, remember, this is a strategy that includes no or very low fees. But for today's exercise, I think we can come up with a fairly good duo. We'll use the American Express Green Card, which is currently 150 bucks, and that comes with a clear credit. The card earns 3x on travel, transit, and dining. That's not bad. Those are also membership reward points, which are potentially very valuable. We can pair that with the Blue Business Plus, which earns 2x on up to $50,000 yearly. Not much to say about that one, but it can definitely get the job done. One more, guys, and we'll head to the next section. Capital One has a world-famous duo, but if we want to get to the bare bones, we might choose to anchor this one with the Capital One Venture Card for $95. A lot of you are going to think that the Venture X is effectively a cheaper option, but remember, we're building setups that don't cost much, so we're sticking to a low-fee setup. The Venture Card earns 2x on everything, and it grants the user access to the Venture Miles partners. We'll pair this with the Saver Card, and with that one, we're going to earn 3x on dining, groceries, entertainment, and streaming. It's a big deal. There are also some bonuses for booking and the travel portal, and again, this is a cashback card, but it is possible to transfer that cash back to Venture Miles as long as you have a Venture Miles earning card, making them potentially more valuable. So guys, those were 5 different setups that can help you travel all over the world for sometimes no real cost. Still looking at those $700 credit cards? Here's the deal. I think we can make any of those setups even better by sprinkling in no annual fee, 5% cashback cards. And why is that, guys? All these cards earn great rewards in the form of transferable currencies, but cashback actually has a superpower. You can use cashback to purchase points. Now, for this example, I just want to focus on hotel points, and specifically I want to talk about Hilton Honors and IHG points. See, those points regularly, almost all the time, they go on sale for half a penny each. So when buying those hotel points with the cashback earned from your 5% cashback cards, you're effectively earning 10 times hotel points on all those purchases with a cashback card. Not bad, right? I don't really like transferring bank points to hotels because I think there is some value lost, but cash, this is, as they say, easy money. So guys, tell me if you've ever considered one of these, or maybe all of these setups. In my opinion, this is an easy way to earn tons of travel points, book whatever you want, and be secure in your own personal finance, knowing you didn't miss any value while paying hundreds and oftentimes thousands of dollars just in annual fees. You know, you're just getting the points. Guys, tell me what you think in the comments, and if you stayed all the way to the end, I thank you and I appreciate every single one of you.